and welcome to the Millinery House. My name is Katherine Elizabeth and I'm a hat designer in London. I've been a hat designer for over 10 years. Absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with hats and I hope you are too. So this is a short video just to help you with your hat making and just to get you into it. It's a bit of an introduction into it. Hope you enjoy. I'm going to talk a little bit about blocks and then some tips on lining your piece. So this is a cinema headpiece. And this is made from a Chinese pheasant feather. And this is a crown that it's sitting on. And this is actually a crown block. And we call it a crown block because it's the bit that sits on your head here. This is a multi-block, which is really useful because then you can unscrew this and you can put another block on top and take this one off. So it's much more effective if you're buying blocks because they can be quite expensive. This is a lovely big brim block. And we can use that to make sculptural hats like this one. And we can also make it to use a traditional hat, which is your mother of the bride style hat, which would have a crown here and a brim here. So I use it for both. Now if you're making a mother of the bride style hat, you have to make sure that you get the head size right. So this is a 22.5-inch block and it must be the same. The crown must be the same size, 22.5-inch, the same as that. Once you put the two pieces together when you've made them, then it will bring it in by 1/2 inch, so you'll end up with a 22. And then you put linings in, which will then bring it in further. So you just need to work out the lady's head size when you're making those. So that's a brim block, and that's a crown block. And you can use that to create a piece like this. Now I'm working on this one at the moment, which is a parasisal piece, parasisal straw. And we just need to put a lining in there to finish it off. And I also need to just finish off these flowers and maybe put some feathers on to create the piece. So just to show you a little bit about a lining, it would end up looking like this, which is really pretty with the rosette finish. And to make something like that, you need to actually measure all the way around here and then measure this bit here, add 2 inches to this bit here, and add 2 centimetres to this here because that's your seam allowance. And then cut the piece out of a piece of fabric which is on the bias. So this is on the bias, looks like this. So this bit here is this width here, and this length is the circumference of the piece here. And then you would just join those together. A little machine stitch along there, or you can do it by hand, tiny stitches. And then you'll open that out and you'll gather all of this together. Sew that together and then you have a really nice rosette in the middle. One I did earlier. This is the machine stitch here, but I've actually done that by hand. Then we've done the rosette, which is this, drawn it together, and then it ends up looking like this, which is really pretty. And then you'll get this part here. You'll put it into the middle there and you'll just sew it in. And then you'll open all that out, fold it down and sew that in with little invisible stitches. And then you'll end up with it looking like this. Well, that's just a little tip. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're watching this on YouTube, then please subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook, then please write a comment below so we can let you know when other videos and other things are coming up. Keep in touch. This is the Millinery House Events. My name is Katherine Elizabeth. Thank you for watching.